Hi, everybody. Okay, I gotta say, Bolt knows how to keep you on the edge of your seat because the thing today was about Luna and Luna's kind of semi relationship with Electra and her relationship with Sheila, really. There are two things that I meant to talk about yesterday, but I just didn't think about them at the time. I like seeing Lisa Yamada and Kimberly Brown work together. You can see they're really close, and um, Kimberly Brown is a great actress, and like part of it is knowing how to make the other person shine too, and she lets Lisa Yamada shine too. But it was sad today because I finally got an understanding of who Luna as a character is. Now I kind of knew, but like it became crystal clear because Sheila told her yesterday that she should leave LA. And I was up in arms because I'm like, how are you gonna let Lisa Yamana Luna go because she's great? That would be an oversight of letting talent go. But then I didn't think about the other side. Maybe Lisa Yamada has different offers and things, because she's still young and she can do different things while she's on a break. They can take breaks and stuff and do other things. So I didn't put that into the possibilities. But okay, so here's what became crystal clear. Luna, as a character, it feels like she's alone. It feels like it's her against the world because she had a mother, but she was a free spirit. So um, she wasn't really there for her daughter. And so her daughter fell off. So her daughter felt like she needed her father's connection, although for most of her life she didn't know who her father was. Although her mother knew, but she didn't want to tell her because it was Finn and the whole thing, because they were related and, the whole thing, or semi related, whatever, adoptive related, you know. Okay, so she has no father, no mother, no real family to speak of. I guess no friends. I don't know. Um, so then she finds Sheila. She finds Finn, but then that's her father. But then he rejects her because his wife tells him, "You can't have anything to do with your own daughter," which I had a problem with that from the word go to, which I discussed. So, okay, she still has no father and no mother. So, the only familial bond she has is her grandmother. Okay, and they're really tight, and she seems to really like her and want to bond and help her out and all this stuff. And then yesterday she says, "I think you should leave." So of course Luna today we see the whole thing of she takes it as rejection, as another person rejecting her. So then she feels like she's not good enough because nobody wants her. But then Sheila tells her, "No, no, it's not that. I love you. I love you more than I can say. But I'm trying to protect you, and you need to get out of here and have another life where people aren't going to judge you and look at you different ways because, like it or not, you unalived two people. And when you do that, there are consequences, right?" So I'm like on board with all this stuff, and I'm like, poor girl, because she feels like she has nobody. And then the one person she thinks she has, she doesn't even have that because she's telling her you should go. So I'm like, I feel bad for her. So in that moment, I felt completely bad for the character and sad for her because given everything, I understood where she was coming from. Okay. Okay, so cut to she's gonna stay. And next week the spoilers are she's gonna purchase something, and I don't know what it's gonna lead to, but yeah. So here's my thoughts on that. I mean, I understand. Well, I don't totally understand why they would do that. I guess they're trying to solidify the fact that Luna is a bad girl, a bad character, you know? So, but if you make her a total bad girl, then you cross a line in my mind where you might not be able to redeem her as give her an excuse as to why she did whatever, because the first two unalivings she did, I kind of see why, sort of, but if she does it again, I think that crosses the line at the threshold of, you know, you are what you are kind of thing. And I don't know if, well, I mean, okay, there are two ways to think about it. Obviously, they're trying to make her the younger version of Sheila, but then Sheila had to go through a lot of stuff to get where she's good now because, like she said today, I've had to live a life where people look at me and where they don't believe me. They think I'm either like a bad person or a joke. Nobody takes me seriously. And I don't want that kind of life for you. That's what she said to Luna. So then, are they pointing Luna in the direction of having that kind of life? I hope not, because Lisa Yamada is great. So I don't know. I mean, I understand, like, see, this, I'm conflicted because I understand what they did and why they did it, but they cast her as this nice girl, and, like, you would never think that she could do anything bad to anybody because she just didn't have that thing in her eye. Now she has the thing in her eye where you're like, if she gets past a point, you're like, oh no, hold on to something because, that whole thing. But yeah, I don't know. So okay, on the other scale, Will is trying to help Electra, and I gotta say this, okay? I gotta say this. I try to like all the characters, I really do, and I told you last time, I'm on the fence with Electra. Okay, I've now changed my mind slightly because everybody is telling Electra stay away from Luna. Everybody. Will, Katie, everybody. They're like, stay away from her. She's going to kill you. You know, whatever. You don't want to cross her. So I'm telling you, if that girl, something happens to that girl, it's on her. Because after you've had like 2 and 3 people say, stay away from her, don't mess with her, and she decides to mess with her, that's your own fault. So I don't know. It looks like they're headed for, they're going to get rid of Linnea Grace, who plays Electra, and stick with Lisa Yamada. That's my prediction. That's my opinion. It may be totally wrong, but I just see that. So, and then of course we have the end of Liam's life at some point. And we also have, okay, this is another future thing, and this is what I want to see. So writers, whoever's involved in this, okay, I'd like to see a scene between Don Diamont and Scott Clifton where they talk everything out and they get to where they understand each other. And they hug at the end, shake their hand. I don't know. But I'm telling you, I will not be happy if Bill and Liam leave their relationship the way it is now. I will not be happy because it's not right. Yeah, okay. That's all I gotta say for that. Okay. So once again, we're just a wait and see kind of a thing. So, all right, bye guys.